What's up, guys? And today we got Jimmy Garoppolo, Football Outsiders, and I do have that chemistry up a little bit, so keep that in mind. 75 speed, not that fast, but it's just enough to get you a few yards here and there, which we'll talk more about later. Throwing stats, 88 throw power. Everything else is pretty decent. I mean, they're all in the high 80s except the short pass. I mean, the deep pass. Now, of course, the short throws. Not a single bad short throw, so I didn't really explore that too much. Not really surprised there. He had one pass, which was that first highlight that almost got away from him, but still 0 bad short throws. Next up is the mid throw, which I've always said is the most important stat for a quarterback. And I know some quarterbacks, well, I guess not some, but I guess technically all, if you leave the pocket, even if you reset your feet, sometimes it messes up with the accuracy. I think, it didn't really affect him. I mean, he had a few bad mid throws here and there, but he had like 14 positive ones and only 2 bad ones. That's not a bad percentage at all, in my opinion. 84 deep throw and the 88 throw power is a decent combination. I mean, he had like 5 completed deep passes and 2 missed. Both of them were overthrown, but with 84 deep throw, that's about what I expected. So his deep throw actually is about average. Now, as far as throwing on the run, this is definitely where he had the most incomplete passes. Not that it was a struggle point, but he had about, I'd say, a good 8 or 9 perfectly thrown balls on the run, but he had like 4 or 5 missed, and that is just a very high percentage when it came to missed throws. So I'm not saying that he's going to miss every single time, but you might not want to lean on that in a clutch moment. Which leads me to his speed. You see right there, he just barely got away from the defensive lineman. Same thing right here. Look, he's okay in short distances. That's about all you can say about him. Don't, of course, try to juke or spin or try to fight for extra yards. Slide, take what you can get. Like I mentioned earlier, he's got enough speed to get away from defensive linemen and whatnot, but that's about it. He did fumble like 2 or 3 times, but that's not because I was trying to fight for extra yards, but of course, I'm trying to scramble like this, and like a defensive lineman gets me from behind before I have a chance to slide. So be smart and just scramble or go out of bounds. So that's gonna wrap this up, guys. Right now he was for between 100 and 110,000. That to me is a little too steep considering the way he played. If he was more consistent, I would say he'd be a pretty decent pocket quarterback with enough speed to get away. But the fact that he was missing certain throws, I just couldn't buy into it. If I had to put an actual tag price on him, I would say between 40 and 50,000, and I don't know if his price will drop that low anytime soon. But unless you're a big Garoppolo fan or Niners fan, that's completely your call. But I would say stay away from him for now. But anyways, guys, I'll see you boys for the next review. I'm trying to put out as many as I can. I'll see you boys next time. Peace.